want to play with, there's always PartyPoker.com, where the world plays poker.
Tonight, another exciting heat as our pros prepare to make some cagey checks, relentless raises, and big-time bets. I'm Roxanne Ciordia, and this is the PartyPoker.com European Open 3. Welcome to the PartyPoker.com European Open 3. Jesse, tonight's going to be another electric heat. How important is it to have experience at the table?
You know, it's the age-old question, Roxanne. Would you rather be young and fearless, or would you rather be a little timid but have seen everything 1,000 times? Tonight, we're going to find out, because John Wong, only 22 years old, he's got a tremendous amount of gamble, but he's up against some of the craftiest veterans in the game. I'm looking forward to it.
Well, it should be a great one to watch. Let's see who's at the table tonight.
On call is Midland's gambling legend Chicken Joe Kuomi. Rising British young gun John Wong, the Dragon. Mr. Poker in Sweden himself, Ken Leonard. The wily and experienced British businessman Rob Cooper. Double a World Series moneymaker Irishman Don Fagan. And Big TR Trevor Reardon.
These players are rolling up their sleeves and are ready to get this game underway. We now go over to our commentators, Jesse May and Anthony Hardy.
Starlights and star brights, the gladiators entering the arena for this heat of the PartyPoker.com European Open 3. Fearsome, awesome. This lineup has everything, including the up-and-coming youngster, the poker legend, and some of the great names in the game. Between these six, it's going to be very hard to pick a favorite. They can all play, and they will play with 100,000 each in starting chips. The yellow's worth 1,000. The blues are 2. The reds are 5,000 each. 600,000 in total tournament chips on this table, and the one who garners them all will go to the semis. If you like aggressive poker, we're in for a treat and an eyeful. Cards about to shoot out for hand number 1. Blinds of 1 in 2,000. Any venture, Anthony, about who's the fastest player at this table? Between Don Fagan, Ken Leonard, and John Wong, who's pretty speedy himself, there's going to be some chips flying, aren't there?
Pass.
Yeah, if I had to put my money on someone here as an outsider, I'd probably go for John Wong, Jesse, because he's very unpredictable.
Well, Rob Cooper has gotten aggressive the first hand, and look at this. Don Fagan, pocket kings, and just calling behind Bob Cooper. Do you like that?
Pass.
Yeah, he's just sort of feeling his feet at the moment, just flat calling with the kings.
He's obviously hoping to track Rob Cooper, but if it comes an ace on the flop, can Fagan get away from this hand, you wonder? And it doesn't really matter. All Bob Cooper can do right now is lose money.
Check.
How about this? Very trappy from Fagan, but now that there's 3 diamonds on board, he'll have to start betting, won't he?
6,000.
Yeah, Robert's taken off here, Jesse, and there's going to be a flat call here from Don.
Well, Don won't realize that Robert's drawing dead, will he?
All right.
Right.
It's 6,000 plus some, and whatever it is, it's going to be impossible for Cooper to call.
Yeah, obviously Don's had a look at the board and realised that there is a flush draw out, and if Cooper is drawing to it, he doesn't want him drawing to the flush. So.
And Cooper, who's very experienced in this format himself, at final table finish the last time he played on TV. He's going to have to lay them down. You've played against Cooper several times, haven't you, Anthony?
Yeah, I've played Cooper several times. He's another tricky customer, really.
He's very tricky. But it is Fagan taking this pot down, and chip leader after one hand.
Yeah, Don Fagan had a really good
died.
position in the World Series. I think he was about 70th this year.
Yeah, out of like 9,000 players. I mean, that's pretty awesome, isn't it?
Nervous?
Oh, that's a fantastic result.
No,
They used to call Don Kaluki
no,
Don.
only when I'm blocked.
And he's been around a while. I mean, he played in the World Series back in the early 90s.
No,
uh,
never. That's why I get so
when
nervous.
poker was a game that wasn't even on the internet. You can believe that.
Pass.
Still
Pass.
first level. That's
Pass.
big TR Trevor Reardon. Quite well known on the English scene as Trevor.
Raised
experienced.
7,000 total.
And Chicken Joe Kwame on the button with the ace-10.
Call.
Raising, and he's gotten called by John Wong.
Pass.
Joe's an action player, isn't he?
Joey's an action player, yeah. If we see a 10 on the flop there, Jesse, there could be some fireworks.
16,000 in the pot. And John obviously senses weakness, but Joe Kwame's a lot stronger than he needs to be here. And I wonder what's in John Wong's mind. Do you think he's going to try and bluff at this?
Well, he's certainly going to have a go.
16,000.
I mean, there are a lot of players that you can bluff on this, but Joe Kwame does not like to be pushed around.
Pass.
He's thought the better of it. That's a pretty good play by Wong there. John Wong, a poker face that everyone's getting to know. He's been heralded as the next big thing in British poker. That fourth place in a televised event in Ireland. Dazzling for his play, and this young gun has no fear at all. These guys aren't doing much talking, but you
Pass.
do figure that there's not going to be shy about getting their chips in, Anthony.
Pass.
Everybody's so aggressive. You have like three guys here who
Pass.
like to be the most dominant player at the table.
Pass. Call.
And
No
I must
raise.
say I don't envy Ken Leonard right now. He's got a lot to live up to after what he was saying in the box last week.
Yeah, and he's on the button there, Jesse, so obviously he's in control.
I think he actually might be in the small blind here
3,000.
against Cooper. Flop 2 sevens.
Call.
And, Cooper needs a 5 for a straight. Oh, wow.
Check.
Cooper's hit his
6,000.
bingo card. And Ken is going to have a look. Do you think he can get away from this?
No, I'm surprised Cooper didn't check there, actually, Jesse. I would have checked that, and I think Leonard might have taken off.
Call.
Ken suspects larceny here. He's actually drawing dead. And it's up to Cooper as to whether or not he can get Ken to pay him more. What do you think? Oh, that's bad news for
I'd
Leonard.
definitely check here if I was
Check.
Cooper. But he's gonna bet out, and well, he's gonna get a call.
12,000.
Just like that.
Just like that.
Leonard's got a chance to do all his dough.
He's too experienced for that, Jesse. Just call here.
Wow. Calling with 2 pair. You're right, Anthony. And
5, 6.
Cooper, I wonder how much money he could have got, but he'll be happy enough getting himself back above level here, and they've put a real big dent in Leonard's stack.
Yeah, I mean, Ken Leonard, that's fantastic play there. He just showed you why he's one of the best players in the world.
Very famous on the poker scene in Sweden. Ken, an old-timer who took a few years off, came bounding back with a big win at the Bellagio. He's a player with a lot of game. Still 6 on this table. Who's going to be the first to fall? Well, only the cards and chips will tell.
Wanna play poker?